We're delighted to welcome Darcey Hope to Totally Wired.
Hello, thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming in. Just performed 2 tracks, your debut single and an unreleased track.
Yes, and that one will be coming out in a couple of months actually, in the new year, so keep an eye out for that one.
Nice. Talk to us about those tracks.
So I'll start with my debut. So I started writing the song back in, this time last year actually, and I wrote that tiny bit of the chorus. And at the time, I was like going through my first year of university. I'm doing my songwriting degree. So I was here, and it was like the lockdown, and it was my first time in a long distance relationship, and being away from my family. I'm such a homebody, especially after the pandemic. So it was a really weird sense of emotions that I was kind of going through. So and I used songwriting to process my emotions. So I just kind of started writing and wrote the chorus, and then just kind of left it for a while and came back to it in January. And I just kind of found something with it, listening to it again, and then just wrote the song in a day, posted a little video of it. And my producer Gary was like, I need to produce this song. So we got on recording it. And I think once we started recording it, I knew that was the song that I had to release as my debut. And it's been such a little passion project, but I'm so so glad that it's out now. And all my other friends who are in long distance relationships are all listening to it and being they all relate to it. And even people who have just gone through breakups are even relating to it. I feel like the song is really connecting with people, which is absolutely amazing. And I'm so proud of it.
Yeah, it's had a really nice reaction as well, hasn't it? Nice airplay on loads of places.
Yeah,
big reaction on.
Yeah, because obviously you guys had a spin of it. You had a first spin of it, and it was track of the day on BBC Introducing Sussex and Surrey, and track of the week for my university BIM, and track of the week for Music and Tour News as well. So it's had a really, really good reception. So I'm really, really pleased.
And it's over that 1,000 plays mark on
Spotify.
It is. The all-important 1,000 plays.
I was literally sitting there, my goal was to get 1,000 within the first 2 weeks, and I got it within the first week. So I was really, really pleased with that. But that first week, I remember just sitting there checking every day just to see that number go up and up and up. It was such a funny feeling, finally having to kind of wait for those stats. But yeah.
And what about the other track that would be your second single?
So it's actually going to be my third single. I've got another one coming out hopefully at the end of November, fingers crossed, which is a piano-based track. But Autumn Sky is all about my hometown bedroom, actually. Last summer, I went through the biggest spell of writer's block I've ever had. And I went onto Pinterest. That's always kind of what I turn to if I'm really struggling for inspiration. And there was one of these poetry prompts, which was write of the view outside your bedroom window. And I have lifted skylights in my childhood bedroom. And sarcastically, I was just kind of well, I can't really see much out of my bedroom window. I just kind of see the top of houses and the sky. So I just kind of started writing the verse to it, and then it just turned into this really sweet kind of devotion track to my hometown, really, which quite a few of my songs are actually. A lot of the songs I was writing around last year, including the song that I'll be releasing next month, is called Coming Home, and that's all about being away from home and missing your hometown. So I definitely use kind of those feelings of nostalgia when you get going back home as a lot of my lyricism, which I really love.
So that's 2 tracks that are ready to go. What else is in the pipeline? You got anything else planned?
Yeah, so I've got an EP in the works, and these singles that I'm releasing now will also be on the EP. Not announced yet, but we're in the works of just picking the tracks at the moment, kind of going through all the songs I've written over the last year. And when I wanted to release my first EP, I really wanted it to kind of I wanted the songs to go together. I didn't want them to just be standalone songs. So I'm kind of just going through all the songs that I've written. And I think because of this year, I have kind of been writing around similar things and kind of around the idea of home and nostalgia and kind of what home means to me and what love means to me. So all the songs that I've kind of been writing for this EP are all around that. So hopefully that'll be out around spring 2022, we're hoping at the moment.
And you mentioned a producer talk to us. How did that come about?
So Gary is amazing. I'm working with 2 producers at the moment, but Gary, who produced my debut and the song coming out next month, we actually recorded the whole thing over Zoom because Gary lives in Glasgow in Scotland. And so we did it all over Zoom and email. I recorded the vocals for the track in my hometown bedroom in my little kind of self-built DIY vocals studio, which is literally just a corner of my bedroom. So we just kind of went back and forth, and, you know, you just heard it, how I just played it there, and that's how the song started out, and that's all that he heard. And I was like, right, this is the demo. I want this in it. I want it to sound like this and this and this. And he was like, okay. And we just like worked on it for like months. You know, we really wanted to get it right, and it like could not sound closer to how I could have like imagined it sounding. So he's amazing. Gary Dillon, his name is. So yeah, wonderful. And Autumn Sky I just produced with Tom Bellis in South Lane Studios, and we were there last week recording. Actually, we were there all week for 3 days, and we got a drummer in, and we're getting some banjo on there, and it's super country, so I'm really excited for that one to come out.
And have you had a chance to play live yet?
Yeah, I have played it live. I've been lucky enough to be back gigging for a couple of months now since the world's opened up again. So I've kind of been doing a set of the originals I've been writing and the ones I'm kind of planning to be on the EP, and they've had a really, really good reception. Especially that my friends are wonderful. That, you know, they come to every gig. And Autumn Sky is a personal favourite of one of my best friends, Molly. And yeah, so they've had a really, really good reception.
Well, that's great. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah,
Good luck with the EP.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Darcey Hope.
Lovely. Thanks.